think I pretty much have always seen myself as an entrepreneur. I was very fortunate. I grew up in a very entrepreneurial family. When I was going through grade school and high school, I had the opportunity to watch my father go out and consolidate a couple hundred businesses, and that taught me a lot about, what it takes to be an entrepreneur. And I sort of have that mindset of whenever I look at an opportunity or whenever I look at a process, I'm trying to figure out ways to do it more efficiently. And that's kind of led me to, I think, always thinking like an entrepreneur. Some of the hurdles that we've run into building businesses with the federal government, it relates to something I'm working on right now, is putting together a business that's around crowdfunding. So, I understand that there needs to be some regulations, but it would be fantastic if we could figure out ways to loosen up some of those regulations so we can go out and we can develop new creative ways to get these businesses off the ground.
I think I'm back to the roots. Small business for us it's the heart of America. It's the place where most of the jobs in this country are created and retained, and I think it's also where the most innovation happens. We're so excited every day because you come in and you're still so flexible. You can kind of make changes and really be on the ground innovating, and I think it's small business are the ones that are kind of leading the next generation of this economy. I think the biggest surprise we've realized in starting a business is just how real it is and how personal it is. And when you start hiring people, you realize that everything you're doing day to day as an owner is not just affecting your company as this kind of entity. It's real people whose lives and jobs and families you're impacting, and I think that's something it took being on the job to really understand that.
I think one of the challenges of starting a company when you're young and it's your first business is managing profitability with growth, kind of deciding, every year you kind of need to find that balance between, staying a profitable company, but also growing, expanding product lines, getting new customers. So that's been, a challenge for us. We're pretty excited about the prospects of entrepreneurship and small business. It's certainly getting a lot of media attention. I think people are realizing that, this area of the country is really one that's exciting and growing, and definitely, a sector that's contributing a lot to business and job creation, which I think is very important.
One of the really interesting things about Mutual Mobile is that we built a 300-person company without any debt, without any outside funding. And so we were really forced to bootstrap the company and ensure that the way that we grew our business was by helping our clients. And so I think that that's always a great challenge to have when your success is predicated on that of your client's success.
As any young entrepreneur, I think you face a lot of challenges in building a business. A few of the challenges, of course, have been learning how to hire your first employees, how to manage and scale growth, and how to really invest back into the community that you build. I'd love to see the government maybe foster more programs to encourage young entrepreneurship. I went to a huge university, but entrepreneurship was never presented to me as a viable career choice. And I think really a lot can be done to change that.
If I had a direct line to the federal government and different influencers here at the Capitol, I would tell them to work with us to help educate more people with technical skills. That's exactly what we do in Chicago, but we're developing a platform to disseminate that to the rest of the country, and we're excited to share it.
I would say the best advice I could give somebody for starting a company would be never give up. I see so many entrepreneurs, they start headed down the road of raising capital or building their business, and they get discouraged early on. It's being an entrepreneur is all about failing. You're going to fail 100 times before you're successful once. At least that was my experience. So, stick with it, you'll make it happen.
I think the best advice I could give to someone starting a business is that there's no real secret sauce. At the end of the day, it's two things we tell our team all the time. It's hustle and it's passion. If you're willing to work your butt off for something you really believe in, good things will happen. It goes back to the American dream. I still believe it's true. Our company started off of it, $5,000 and a lot of hard work, and it's still the secret to success.